All right, where's our Neil Bryant? Are you ready to rock and roll? He's coming to the stage. Excellent. So as we've heard a lot about today, data visualization is a key element to helping organize, democratize data and share those insights across your organizations, helping everyone to leverage the data to create new business value. Neil is one of our data visualization experts and is here to share his best practice advice. Welcome, Neil.
Thank you very
Well done.
much.
All yours.
All right, we're here to speak dashboarding. Now, I've been with Data Insight for about 5 years now, and over that time, I've had the pleasure of being able to look at the good, the bad, and sometimes the ugly of dashboarding. Now, I'm not here to go through how we technically build a dashboard with you. My focus is instead on how we build the dashboards and guiding you towards the right direction for dashboarding success. How do we make sure that these investments are delivering value? So what are we talking about here? Dashboards are essentially a set of interactive data visualizations. They're designed to give the power of the data to us instantly so we have access to everything we need to know when we need to see it. It transforms the data into something usable, something meaningful for us that we can then interpret some insights out of and take action. That's what they're designed for. Not for something's nice to know or it's good to have this information. It's designed to help us make more informed business decisions. The most common platforms would be Power BI, Tableau, and ClickView. Most of you are probably familiar with one of those three tools, and I can almost guarantee that all of your organizations are using one of them. The concept of dashboards is to enable data-driven decisions using real-time insights. Now, the concept is perfect, right? We have the power of all of our company's information at our fingertips. We give you back the power of your own data so that you can use it to your advantage. Now, dashboarding has risen in popularity immensely in the last few years. It's now become an industry standard in most companies. So with the growth of dashboarding, we do have to ask, are they doing what they're supposed to do? Do your dashboards help you make better business decisions? Do they deliver you insights that make you more capable and more informed for leading your business to that next stage? Here is a dashboard. Easily one of the finest pieces of work Data Insight has ever released. Thank you to the client who paid us for this. No, that didn't happen. So there's a lot wrong with this dashboard. I'm not going to go into all the details, but it can really be summed up in how well you could interpret this dashboard to get insights that you can then use in your business. There is useful information on here. You've got apartment sales, you've got mortgage registrations, you've got dogs by dog club members. You've got some ratios of properties. I'm sure it's useful. But you can't interpret anything from this. There's nothing to guide you in terms of telling you what is useful for you right now and what you should be doing with that information. The key problem with these type of dashboards is that they don't help you to make better decisions. It would take you so long to figure out how to use it that it renders it completely useless. The reality that we often don't look at until it's too late is that end users are time poor. If everyone using a dashboard needs to get a degree in data science overnight, guess what? That dashboard's not going to get used. It will be a set and forget. The story and insights are difficult to find. We often find with some dashboards that two different people can look at the same dashboard and come away with different interpretation of what it means, and a different interpretation of what the key message was there. If that's the case, the messages are confusing. A dashboard should flow. It should guide you through to the insights. It's not just a storage of information. And scope creep. Now, a lot of you are probably looking at this going, oh, come on, that's not a dashboarding problem. We have that everywhere. And it's true. It is a problem in most projects, not just dashboards. But within dashboard, it means we get flooded with information, but no clarity. We try to solve the world's problems in a single dashboard. Intentions are good. We want to include everything. We don't want to miss anything. But it blurs our focus, and it takes us away from what we should really be looking at. Albert Einstein: genius is making complex ideas simple, not making simple ideas complex. The dashboard needs to be simple. The end users need to be able to look at the dashboard and they can quickly get the insights without having to spend so much time figuring out what's actually going on in the first place. They need to be intuitive. Make it simple, easy to follow. This is feeling very doom and gloom. I am not here to tell you all to throw away all of your investments, abandon dashboards, and move on to something else. Dashboards are very powerful tools. They just need a bit more planning and strategy in terms of why we have the dashboards and what we're going to do with them. Part of that starts with the purpose. And purpose doesn't mean these are the key metrics that I want to have a look at, and these variables I want to see as well. That's not purpose. Purpose is, what will you do with this dashboard? If you want to see how customers are tracking year on year, what are you going to do with that information? How will knowing that transform the way that you make business decisions, and how will it make your life easier? That's your purpose. And that needs to be done right up front with planning dashboards. Why are we doing this? What problem or opportunity are we addressing? Focus. Now, we had a bit of a chat on focus within Data Insight when we were planning this. Originally, we had the word story. Now, a data story tells us three things. What's going on? Why is it happening? What should you do about it? Those three elements are necessary in that order to get a proper data story. Dashboards can never deliver and shouldn't be designed to deliver on the entire story. They tell us the what is happening. They should guide us in the right direction for why it's happening, steer us towards where the opportunity or the problem exists so we know where to put our focus. But they can't really finish that story because the story is always changing. As the data changes, the end story changes. What you should do about it will always be flexible and adapting and evolving, and it can't be like that in a dashboard. We have to draw those insights out, and that's going to change every single time that data gets refreshed, which is why we shouldn't expect them to tell the full story, but they should guide us to where we need to look, and that's the focus. Guide us into the right direction. And ease. Make my life easy. If a dashboard doesn't simplify your life from the old school Excel reports that we're all used to, then what was the point of them? They need to be simple, fast, agile, easy to interpret. Let's walk through a bit of an example. We have a business problem. A large retailer wants to understand acquisition. Now that is a very generic problem. And if we've just wanted to throw every single variable to do with acquisition at it, we would get a dashboard. Would we get some insights that you can do something about? Probably not. So instead, we want to define what is the problem that we're addressing, and not solving every problem in the world, just solving one problem at a time. We want to understand how many customers are joining, break down the demographics in terms of who is joining, and understand how the acquisition rates change by channel, highlighting different campaigns. That will give us everything we need to know to answer how the business can improve their customer acquisition. No more, no less. Focus. That's everything we could consider. All of those variables are related to customer acquisition. All of them would provide some level of insight. But if we focus on all of these and try and chuck them all into one dashboard, it's not going to be interpretable. It's not going to tell you what you should do or guide you towards where the insights are. So we cut things down. We reduce our focus to just the key things that really matter so that we can make sure that the dashboard is going to deliver. Make it easy. We want to learn how to improve customer acquisition. What questions do we really need to answer to be able to confidently say we have succeeded in our aim? What channels had the highest rates? What type of customers appealed to which campaigns the most? And how is the rate changing over time? If we can simplify everything down to 3 questions like that, suddenly we can build a dashboard that people can use. A dashboard that won't be set and forget. Something that can be used over time. It can be adapted as your business needs change, and it can remain relevant. Dashboarding done right involves 3 nice and easy steps. We have our planning stage. What was the purpose? And that's really a question to the person requesting the dashboard. Why did you request this dashboard? What did you hope to gain from having this dashboard that you can't do without it? How will it inform your business decisions? Eliminate scope creep by, in that planning stage, also making sure you cover what you won't include. What's nice to know, but not required. Execution, simplicity, easy to interpret. Insights need to follow a clear story as much as it can tell a story anyway. The dashboard should be intuitive. You should be able to look at it, and within a 30-second glance, you've already been guided towards what the key insights are. It shouldn't take so much time to figure out. And review. How many dashboards get built and then usage drops over time and it never gets reviewed again? Review them. What business decisions have actually benefited from your dashboards? None? Go back and have a look at the dashboard. Maybe it's not addressing the problem. I wanted to finish on one final thought for everyone. I can't change the direction of the wind, but I can adjust my sails to always reach my destination. Too many times, dashboards are seen as a set and forget. You can build them once, leave them there, that's done, let's move on. The reality is that they were designed to be flexible. Your business needs are changing. The whole point of dashboards over Excel was that as your business needs change and the market changes, you can react faster. But that also means that what dashboards are relevant now could be completely redundant in 6 to 12 months from now. They are flexible tools. We can go back, we can amend them, we can make sure we're keeping up with the technological changes and the changes in the market. And sometimes that means we just have to redo some of these dashboards. It's better than having the investment be wasted money. So when you're next looking at your dashboards, the key questions I want you to ask yourself: does this dashboard help you make more informed business decisions? Does it drive action?